if you are living under a rock and don't know about the writer's strike that happened in 2008, like my sister who inspired me to make this video, then yeah, you just really live under a rock. But basically there was a writer's strike in 2008 because studios wouldn't pay the writers what they deserve, because they deserve to be paid very well for what they do, because it's writers. Literally, there's really nothing else without the writers. But I digress. And there was a writer's strike. People were protesting, and it lasted 100 days, if I'm correct. If I'm not mistaken. The strike lasted 100 days before they could finally figure something out and actually, get paid. And this was, I don't know, over a decade ago, that's for sure. And, now, things have changed. Inflation, just everything with Hollywood is different because, and streaming has become a really, really big thing when it comes to Hollywood. Everything's being streamed now. It's all on streaming services, etc. But there's one little thing that people have just been neglecting. Writers, of course. The one thing we need to look the biggest thing we need to neglect is definitely the writers. Because, on these streaming platforms, the residuals for writers suck. Like, fully suck. Not that they didn't suck before, but like, they will just get one check sometimes and go, you're done. Stuff like that. And a lot of some of the sites, like I think it was HBO, correct me if I'm wrong, HBO started taking off shows that you had to be given residuals for having the show on the streaming service. So they started taking off shows that writers and people needed residuals for, so they didn't have to pay that money towards the writers or towards anybody, because obviously, why would they want to pay people for doing work? Like, what? Because of that factor, every 3 years, the Writers Guild of America, talks to the studios, and they're like, hey, stop. So, and they make an agreement, as they do. And this year, they decided, basically there's this whole AI problem, this whole AI thing going on where studios want to try and get AIs to learn to write or something, and they just really want to basically not have writers. They want to try and cut down writers as much as possible. They want to cut down the writer's room, which is a whole other thing. They fully want to get rid of writers' rooms, and they just want people to basically, write for, like, freelance, basically. They want it almost to become a freelance thing where you're at home writing and send in this, like, thing. And because of all that, they, in their agreement, were talking about AI, and the studios wouldn't acknowledge it, really, and, like, glossed over AI, like, blah, blah, because writers don't want to be replaced. They're literally the backbone of Hollywood, and if you're not going to acknowledge your goal with AI to the writers you're basically trying to replace, that's not going to go over well. It's not going to go over well. And so they did not come to an agreement on this first contract, or whatever you want to call it. And they had a deadline to when they you know, could agree on something, and the WGA members voted on striking because they want to get paid. And you know, it worked last time in 2008. It worked. And was it 96 to 98% of the members voted yes. So May 1st rolls around and they don't come to an agreement. Doesn't happen. So here we are. History's repeating itself as it does.
Union on. Everybody gonna roll. We're gonna roll. We're gonna roll the union on.
So currently, there is a writer strike going on again because writers aren't getting paid as they should. And the rest of this video is honestly probably just going to be me ranting. But I don't understand. Aren't writers like gold? Like, that's like gold to Hollywood. You should be treating them like royalty, I feel like. Like, I don't understand. They're doing the opposite. Like, writers should be like gold that you need to protect and keep safe and never get rid of. So you should pay your writers a good salary, like how much they should be getting. You get rid of writers, you have like nobody. Writers come first, and then it's everyone else. I don't understand. I just really don't understand that. And I thought it was so cool right now. It is so cool because there's been people protesting, obviously, like and I'm not gonna get this fully correct, but something where they've been getting production shut down because something about certain kind of people don't go past the white picket fence, they call it, of people protesting the WGA members. And I don't remember who the people are called, but there's some like agreement or like loyalty that they will not cross them. So I have been seeing videos of productions getting shut down, and it's so cool and so like empowering. It's like, hell yeah. And there was just one video on the internet where there was three people. There was three people protesting. Three people just walking in a circle in this driveway to get into a parking lot for a production. Three people, that is all, just in a circle, holding their signs and repeating a chant. And they got the whole production shut down. It only takes three people to get a production shut down, and I thought that was bonkers. And there is, I think, like 12,000 people in the Writers Guild of America. So you do that math, writers should be getting paid. I hope we have come to an agreement with this. I don't care if you don't agree with me, honestly, because if you don't agree with me, your opinion doesn't matter on this topic. Thank you very much. I hope you have a good day. And I'm not sorry about this being a different type of video. I just think people need to listen. So yeah, I love you all. Have a good day, and if you can't have a good day, there's always tomorrow.